Good to go?
Yes.
Okay, smashing. Anushka, did you want to say a little welcome blurb first, or are you just carrying on? Fine, okay. Hi, folks. I believe there are a number of people in the room, I assume. My name's Matt. I work at SRUC Oatridge campus. I'm assuming you're tuning in to find out some information about horticulture courses at Oatridge. So what I'd like to do is to give a little chat about who we are and what we do, some of the courses that we deliver, and then hopefully open to questions, and I can answer your questions directly and maybe talk about a visit or a physical open day as well, which would be good. Okay. So we have at SRUC a number of different campuses all around the country. We are in the middle of the central belt. So if you can see on this map here, the Oatridge campus is directly between Edinburgh and Glasgow on the M8. So nice and easy to get to. We have got a number of different campuses all over. Hang on, wait a minute. Why is it going timing wise? Let me go back the way. Sorry. We've got a number of different locations all over the country. So we are right in the middle between Glasgow and Edinburgh. Happy days. The team at Oatridge, we've got quite a good team at Oatridge. We've got lots of industry experience, lots of people working in industry and have had their own businesses within horticulture and landscaping. So that's pretty good to know in terms of the places that you're applying for, the courses that we are actually teaching on. We have got members of the team that have got loads of industry knowledge, years and decades of industry knowledge, which is exactly what you want to hear as a student. The courses at SRUC run from FE levels to schools right up to postgraduate stuff. So I think that's quite important to know as a potential applicant to SRUC, that you can enter at the lower level courses and you will progress through the courses. On completion of each level, you can just progress as you go on. So that's a really valuable thing for us for potential applicants to know of, because as you progress successfully, you can go on to the next level of a course. Because I guess if you're doing a course, one of your questions would be, what's next? Well, what's next could be further study or straight into industry. Each tier of the academic ladder will lead you into industry as well. So that's important to know as well. And if you're unsure as which level of course to apply for, well, that's why you're here, to ask questions and find out, and come along and chat to us, and we can help you get the right course for the right learner. Okay. The qualifications that we deliver at Oatridge campus, we deliver a lot of schools programs. Maybe some of you have seen our team in the schools already. So we do a lot of work in the schools, delivering rural skills and horticulture and various centre devised qualifications into the school program. We also do our FE program. Oh, I don't know why that's jumping about. I'm really sorry about that. I'll try and I don't know why that's doing that. But we've got our FE program, further education, which is obviously beyond school. But we do our NC, National Certificate in Horticulture, and our apprenticeships as well. They are at an FE level, and we also do the HNC in horticulture as well. It's a higher national certificate in horticulture, which is HE level. I really don't know why that is jumping from screen to screen. Sorry about that. Never mind. I guess we'll just wing it. In terms of the SVQs, I think it's important, if you are considering thinking about an apprenticeship with us, we have got some great, we've got a great reputation delivering apprenticeships. We work really well with local businesses and far and wide businesses, and that really showed off this year because we've had two significant achievements for horticulture here at Oatridge. We've had Ross Rutherford here on the left. He won the Alba Horticultural Learner of the Year Awards, and Jacob Carter, another landscaping student, he won the Bali Awards, and he went down to London to receive this national award in London with our tutor Grant Skillen there. So these are nationwide awards. They're significant for us because it validates the quality of teaching that we deliver and the calibre of students that we receive. So I think it's really good to know that we are well embedded with industry, and we strive to work hard with students to get the best out of them. And that's the testament to the hard work of everybody here at Oatridge to get these students to win these prestigious awards. So well done them. How the apprenticeship programme works is essentially well, speak to us. But if you have an employer could put you forward to an apprenticeship, or if you apply for an apprenticeship position, how that would work is that you would come to us for 1 day a week over 2 years for the SVQ2, and 1 day a week for 2 years for the SVQ3. The SVQ3 is slightly higher; it's more supervisory level. But what that gives you is, well, essentially, you earn while you learn. You'll have a paid job while you're learning, which is a fantastic opportunity. And many employers retain their apprenticeships once you've completed the apprenticeship. Most of the employers will retain that employee after investing 2 years' time with them, or you might want to move on and find another employer. We also deliver what we call a block release, which is exactly the same contact time, but you stay on site. We've got accommodation here at the Oatridge campus, and you can stay on site for 5 weeks, spread out throughout the year, studying the same course. Okay, so it's just that if you live further away, you might want to study with us on a block release, because it's more efficient that way, just to do it in a kind of a compact delivery model. The NC is essentially an 18 credit qualification. It's a full-time qualification. It's 3 days a week, and we deliver 2 flavors of the NC. It's a national certificate in horticulture, but we deliver these are the core modules that you see on the screen just now. So all the students study these core modules from botany down to lawn care. That's in front of you there. We have gone through quite a significant process these last few years to amend the modules that we deliver to reflect what industry wants and what students need. So we've got business in there, we've got work placement in there, we're developing your employability skills all the time, and we've got a good range of subjects to give you a good broad introduction to horticulture in the core modules there. So all students will study those core modules. It's an NC in horticulture, and depending on your leanings, you can either focus on modules that have a garden design bent or a landscape construction bent. So we'll have a look at those modules now. So with the garden design bent, we have obviously a garden design module. Essentially, all the modules there are much more horticulturally based. So they're much more plant based, essentially. So we've got a garden design module, we've got production, plant production, and we've got propagation modules there too. If landscape construction is more your thing, we have fence construction, slab laying, bricklaying, practical landscaping, cementing, all that kind of stuff. And we have those modules there for those that are interested in landscape construction. And how the timetable works is that all students study the same modules on a Monday and a Wednesday, and then the specialist modules on a Tuesday. Okay. For the HNC is delivered over 1 year full time, and it is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days a week. You can study part-time over 2 years as well, and it's comprised of 6 modules, which are on the screen there. The next year will be the next intake of that qualification will be the 3rd year of what technically we call the pilot year, because it's a new qualification that we've been delivering over the last few years, called the next gen qualifications. And the next generation qualifications are designed to be much more employability based. So there's much more emphasis on your skills.
I think you're back now, Matt.
When did I cut off?
Sorry, I kind of lost you there. I think you were just starting the sentence. Sorry.
So the HNC horticulture is delivered over 1 day, 1 year, sorry, over 3 days, and it's comprised of these 6 modules here. Those modules are quite long, so there's only 6 modules there, but they last throughout the year, so they're quite in depth. But the feedback from the students so far, 2 years in, has been really, really positive, so that's nice to know. And all the modules are relevant to industry as industry stands today. Things that you might want to think about as a potential applicant is how long what is the structure of the year? Well, essentially the structure of the year is broken up over from September through to June the following year. We've got 3 terms. Each term is worth 10 weeks, and within each term there's obviously assessment as well. So you're going to be thinking about assessments, and you're going to be thinking about a timing of all that. So I think it's well, there's going to be assessment in the courses, so you might want to think about planning for that in terms of setting a diary, setting a calendar, speaking with the team as well. But we also have student support to help you get through some of the assignments. But in terms of the good stuff, why come to Oatridge? Well, our grounds are awesome. Here's some pictures here on the screen. We can see the meadow. We've got some lovely borders and official plantings and herbaceous plantings. We've got polytunnels, glass houses. We've got a Keeder house. On the right-hand side, you can see, oh, hang on. On the right-hand side, you can see students pressing apples from our orchard and making apple juice, not cider. I'll be quite clear about that. But they have a great old time. We've got construction workshops. We've got loads of machines. Essentially, we've got all the facilities that we need to teach and deliver high-end horticulture, which is exactly what you want to hear. Okay, so we've got loads of resources, and I encourage you all out there to come and make an appointment and come and visit us and come and attend a live open day and an in-person open day. The courses, all the courses are very practical in nature. Okay, so we have oh dear, the slide's gone again. This is getting a bit annoying. The practicals, come on now, where are we? All the courses have a practical element, no matter what level of course you're doing, and most students that we have here, well, most students really enjoy the practical element. Let's face it, you're wanting to study horticulture, and you want to understand what goes on there. So we've got pictures of students constructing things. It's really annoying me, Anushka. I'm sorry, but that's doing my nutting. We have finally, and stop, don't move. We've got students on rider machines, pedestrian mowers, strimmers, doing practical things on campus. We're building things, we're constructing things, we're doing tree planting. You're learning with the tutors, with the lecturers, learning not only the theory, but actually how to do it as well. Okay. We have got loads of, every level will have some guest speakers and visits as well. So it's not just here on the campus. We've got competitions, national competitions, local competitions. We have industry trade bodies coming in to speak to us. We have conferences. Oh my goodness me, it's a busy old year. It's a busy old year. We're always going out for site visits. So nice, happy students on visits there. Basically trying to fully embed exactly what we are learning in the classroom and seeing it out in reality. Okay, but I think one of the most important things that you should know is that it's fun. Okay, learning should be fun. Yes, some of you may be terrified about the next steps or coming to us, but you know, students are happy, we're happy, so it's come and enjoy it. It should be a positive experience for everyone. I don't know if you've thought about careers yet, but that's what we're here for. And as I said right at the start, all of our team have got lots and lots of experience working in industry and have contacts with other people in industry. So I think you should you know, have a think about which direction you want to go in, what level of course you want to go in. But that's why you're here. We're here to get you into industry, and that's why you join this course, is actually to get a job and to work in industry. So speak to the tutors, speak to us, we can get you there. Sorry about that slideshow. I don't know why it kept leaping in front of me. It's very irritating, but I am open to questions. So any questions?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Matt. I've got a couple of questions already that have come through. What are the entry requirements for the NC and agency?
Okay, so for the HNC, it depends on the applicant, but essentially what we would like is we would like 2 hires at C or above. But we also take in life experience and industry experience as well. So the best thing to do would be to speak to us directly and maybe have an interview and then have a discussion with us exactly about what your expectations are. The HNC does involve a lot more theory, so you need to be competent in science. And you need to be appreciate the fact that depending on your background, there is going to be a lot of science involved as well, and some design elements too. So we will be talking about ecological principles, but designing those ecological principles in an area and being able to sort through a lot of data, academic standards. So if you feel comfortable in that, smashing. If you feel a bit nervous about that, then speak to us. But a good entry qualification into the HNC would be the NC, which is a really good introductory course with much more practical, and it eases people into the HNC. A lot of our students in the HNC have actually progressed from the NC, and they feel much more confident in themselves because they've done it. They're familiar with the concepts and the terms, and then they can focus on the reading and the academia. I hope that makes sense in a long-winded kind of a way.
Perfect, thank you. I'll just move along to the next one. When are your next open days so we can visit?
Oh, that's a great idea. Do you know what? I need to check on my teams. Anna, you might know more than me. When is the next open day?
I can answer that for you. So the next in person is the 9th of May.
Perfect. Smash it.
And then we'll have a couple of more, 3rd of October and then 14th of November. So if you just go onto our website, onto the open day section, you'll be able to find all the dates and book your space as well for that.
I'll also add that if you've got any particular requests or anything like that, my email's on the screen there. Just drop me a line and we can organise a visit out with those open days as well. That's not an issue at all. We do that quite regularly. So feel free to drop me a line and we can organise something more personally as well.
And I've got another one here. So if someone wanted to focus on landscaping, how could one go about that after the NC level?
Oh, after the NC level. So in terms of, as in further study, or how do you mean?
So it says to focus on landscaping after doing the NC level.
Yes, well, there's no barrier to entry into industry. So once you've got your landscaping qualification, you can just carry on into employment. Okay. If you wanted to further your education of landscaping, there are a number of short courses that we deliver. But currently the only HNC that we actually deliver is horticulture. We don't do the HNC in landscaping anymore. I don't know if you're aware, but SQA have decided to consolidate a lot of the courses that they deliver. There's been a lot of consolidation and cutbacks. So the HNC landscaping doesn't exist anymore, I'm afraid. But there is an element of construction in the HNC horticulture. And I guess if that's not your bag, then straight into full-time employment. There is no barrier to entry for a qualified. There's no shortage of work out there, that's for sure, which is great. That's what we're here for, to help you get into work, which is perfect.
Fantastic, thank you. And the next one, do you have a lot of mature students in your cohorts?
That was an easy answer. Yeah, we do. And yeah, we horticulture tends to attract a lot of career changes. People that started out life on one track, and then for various reasons they've decided, for personal circumstances change, kids grow up and move on, and people change their values and their life choices. So there's a lot of people return to horticulture, which was a childhood thing, and then they come back to us when they're a bit older. So yes, we absolutely do. We've also got a fair share of school leavers too. So it's a really nice mix. The young uns learn a lot from the old uns, and the old uns learn a lot from the young uns. It's a nice culture. It's good.
Lovely. Thank you. The next one we've got here from Sarah. Sarah says, apologies, I missed the start of the presentation. You may have already covered this already. Does the course still have a relationship with Edinburgh Botanical Gardens?
So yeah, SRUC do. Yes, absolutely. So SRUC still deliver horticulture with plantsmanship through RBGE, but that the plantsmanship qualification is delivered through the SRUC King's Buildings campus. It's the same course, I have to say. It's HNC Horticulture, but that's delivered in partnership with RBGE. Okay, but all students in each campus will study exactly the same modules and be assessed in exactly the same way.
Sarah's got a follow-up question. In the prospectus, it's difficult to tell if the agency is 2 years part-time or 1 year part-time. Is the part-time option available, and what's the time length of the course?
Yeah, so if you're doing the HNC, you can do that part-time over 2 years. So you do 3 modules 1 year, 3 modules the next year.
Perfect. I hope that's answered your question, Sarah. I think it's all the questions for now. I'll probably just give another minute or so in case anyone still wants to type anything else in the Q&A. In the meantime, I'll just remind everyone who's with us at this point that you will receive an email with a link for the recording with the event recording there, so you can always go back and watch it, and it's got all of the details for Matt and the team as well. So I think that's all for the questions just now. So we'll probably just finish the event just now if it's okay for everyone. Thank you for all for being here, and Matt, thanks for the presentation as well. Thank you very much.
Kind of.
Thank you all. Bye now.
Bye.